Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing okay in the crazy and confusing times we're living through. The last month I started working out things, and that's why I'm here today. So I will start by saying, enough is enough. Nothing is more important than our democracy, our freedoms and way of life as we knew it. Before I go more into things, I would like to remind you all, everything is possible and for everything there is a solution. With this in mind, we must be hopeful, not to panic or act irrationally. Keep calm and let's deal with the situation with common sense, collectively, as this is the only way we are going to be able to overcome these challenging times. In this video, I'll be talking about what we can expect in the future, but most importantly, I'll be talking about solutions. I will start laying out a blueprint of what we can do that could improve our quality of lives, restore our freedoms, and hopefully contribute to getting us back to normal as we knew it. This video series I'll be calling Project Bypass. That's where we have been led to try and figure out how we can bypass these people in charge that have turned our lives upside down. The last 2 years I've been researching and observing these politicians, public officials and health experts. I have been using my life experience and common sense to filter out things, and now I'm convinced, as I had predicted on my first video in early December of 2021, we are in deep trouble. The people in charge today, all of them have failed us in the worst possible way at a time we really needed them to protect us, protect our livelihoods and well-being. I have lost any hope in them as they continue to ignore any other point of view, any independent information or contradicting scientific data, and for them insisting in this one narrative that has devastated us all. As things do not look right and we can't rely upon these people, my interest now is to restore our local communities, to have the ability to rely upon each other, for us to take back control of our lives and not wait for them to sort out things for us, as their interests are not aligned with our needs. They are useless. As I mentioned earlier, I'm deeply worried that this year, 2022, could be much worse than whatever else we have been through. Our lives will continue to be in limbo, as restrictions will be coming and going. Fear-mongering will be accelerated. Our freedoms will be restricted more. Every week, month that goes by, more jobs and businesses will be lost. Our lives will be nearly impossible to be sustained without government assistance that we will be paying back by our compliance to anything they ask from us. The people in charge today will continue to divide us and turn us against each other. More medical interventions could be enforced upon us. Our reality will be unbearable, and we could be left clueless sitting in front of our TVs, phones and computer screens, waiting in fear for the next variant, the next disaster that will be feeding us. This version is the mild version, as I'm afraid that things could be much worse, as other disasters are in line for us. The climate change crisis could go into the next level. Fuel, energy and food supply shortages could occur. An international cyber attack could be discovered. The internet could be shut down. All banks could close and all bank accounts frozen, having no access to our own money. Who knows what else they have installed for us? We could be officially introduced for the first time to alien life forms. But seriously, the worst is within this year. It is very possible we could see, for real this time, for various reasons, an enormous number of Australians dying. This is not science fiction or something that I just thought about and putting out there. I have come to this conclusion as I have been observing in many other countries that are in their winter season. People there are dying every day in the hundreds. Anyone with common sense seeing this happening to these countries can assume that this could occur to us here too. If I can foresee this as a possibility, for sure these people in charge can see it too, but they are doing nothing to avoid it. Prepare, accept and secure any other preventing methods or early treatments that do exist, that just persist to enforce their narrative that has been proven to harm us. Can't they see where this is leading? Are they incompetent? As someone said, I'm not so sure. Either they know or they should have known. Which one is it? Either one is not good. Every day that goes by, it seems that they purposely want our society to crumble down. Why? To build back better. This is unacceptable. We were fine before you invaded our lives. Leave us alone, you pricks, and let us go on with our lives. You expect us to trust you and just jump off a cliff, though you ignore all our concerns and scientific data that says you are wrong. 2 years now, they have been bombarding us with doomsday scenarios. They are trying to alter our perception of reality. Common sense does not exist anymore. Fear-mongering has hit the roof. We have been slandered, shamed for just wanting to live our lives. We have been forced in lockdowns. Jobs have been lost. Businesses have been forced to shut down, with many of them never reopening again. The remaining businesses have been held in a chokehold, are suffocating and struggling to survive. We have been told and ordered how to celebrate Christmas and New Year's. We have been treated as ignorant little kids. Censorship is everywhere to whoever has a different opinion to theirs. We have been denied preventional medications and treatments that exist. We have been treated as livestock and offered only an injection that may help us when infected. Have been forced to accept this injection against our will, no questions asked, though no one in reality can know of any possible long-term effects. But it does not end there. They persist forcibly to set up new rules on how we must live our lives. This is an ongoing assault to our natural existence as human beings and life as we knew it, and this must stop before it's too late, before there is no return. It's time for you to ask yourselves the question, is this the way of life you want for yourselves, your friends and families? If you're happy, no problem. Sit down and do nothing. Log on your Facebook and Instagram page. Continue posting how beautiful and happy you are. Live in the metaverse and dream of what you would be liking to do. But keep in mind, your dreams will remain only dreams, as we're drifting to a place that could have no return. For the people that have the same concerns as I would like to comfort you and reassure you, you're not crazy and you're not alone. There is millions of us out there that use common sense and can see clearly that something is very wrong here. That's why we must step in and get involved to contribute to get us out of this mess. There are solutions. I will mention a few today. 1. We must go a bit old school in the way we interact and communicate between us, as we did before the internet and the tech revelation. We must cut down our online usage, leave our phones home, go out and socialize, meet in person, face to face, spend some quality time with each other. We are social beings. Why are humans called social beings? Google it. Human lives depend on other humans. Human beings live in groups, whether they are smaller, like a family, or larger groups that we call communities. Human beings cannot and do not live in isolation. 2. Most importantly, we must rebuild and support our local communities. A local community we can rely upon for any of our needs. A local community that does not depend on the internet to function and communicate through. To do this, I'm taking the lead today and asking you to go on my website, stephenkelly.com.au, and subscribe to my email list. If you would like, include your profession or business and any other services or products you can offer. I'll make sure that everyone knows about it. As we speak, I'm creating a system that will support this cause. The next step for me will be to initiate our first event that all of us can meet and mingle. It's time for us to go back to our nature as human beings and socialize with each other. 3. Spread the word that something is very wrong here. When you're talking about this subject, forget about any conspiracies, about religion, prophecies, about anything that has nothing to do with the actual problem, as this can make someone distance themselves and dismiss you altogether before you have the opportunity to pass on the information that could help them see what really is happening here. Use only reputable sources relevant with the subject you're talking about. Example, if your subject is health, choose a well-known doctor or a scientist that knows what he's talking about and can be trusted. When you're talking to someone that has never questioned or doesn't really want to know, don't spend more than 5 minutes talking about this. Pass on the information and then change the subject. Go back on having a good time. The best approach I've seen is just to ask them their opinion. You could say, "Hey John, I'm confused about this and need your opinion." Then present them the information, a document or video from a reputable source. Example, John Ioannidis, that is a medical scientist, a professor at the Stanford University, who has made contributions to evidence-based medicine, epidemiology, and clinical research. There are thousands of reputable doctors, scientists, and researchers out there that you can pick from. Send them this information and then wait for them to review it. When they have viewed this, and only then you can discuss further this matter. Otherwise, there's no point, as they are not aware of this information and cannot cast their opinion. That's it, nothing more or less. Remember that you can't force your beliefs or opinions to others. They must be ready to see it. They must want to, as it is the same thing for anything else in life. The only thing you can do is give them the ability to be informed. From there on, it's up to them. When and if they are ready, they will come back to you. 4. Look after yourselves. If you're not well, when the time comes and your friends or family need help, you will not be in the position to do so. 5. Make sure you vote in the next elections. This could be a long shot, but it's worth a try. Spread the word that we can't trust the Liberals, Labour and Greens again. You can't even vote for one of them that could have gone against this mainstream narrative, as they will be a minority within their own political party and they will be outnumbered. If there are a few politicians within these three political parties that did ask questions and went against this mainstream narrative, they must leave now and go and join another political party that has the same values with them. If they don't do so, forget about them. No matter the good intentions, they'll be worthless to us. Here I would like to say, do not think that I'm naive and cast all my hopes on the next elections. As one, the Liberals, Labour and Greens are very well established and have the support of the mainstream media. 2. The integrity of the results can be compromised. We have seen this in other countries. Who can't suggest that this could happen to us here too? For that reason, I would suggest for everyone to go and vote in person and don't trust voting by post or the internet. As I said earlier, the elections are a long shot, but it's worth a try, as this is the easiest way for us to get out of this madness and instantly get our lives back, get back to normal as we knew it. 6. Share this video, as everyone reacts upon the information they have, and this information is censored. It is important for you to share this video on your social media accounts and add it on any email list you may have. Send it to everyone and give the ability to others to be informed and make their own opinions. About conspiracies, I would like to make this observation. I feel that it is not productive for me to get involved. What I know today is that we have a problem and we must focus on solving this problem by taking actions and adopting solutions that can work for us. Now, in response to the people that believe what we're living through today may have been planned decades ago to change society as we knew it, I would say that everything is possible. And if so, this could be the first openly coordinated attempt to do so. Now, if I go with this, I could assume that they would be very well prepared. Depending upon the people's reactions, they will have the appropriate counter reactions that will have been designed to put us back in line with the direction they want us to go to. I could add on this, a plan of this magnitude is a very bold one and could backfire, and for that reason they must have an abort option. So please, let's forget about conspiracies and let's unite together and show them, no matter if this was planned or not, that we do not accept this way of life. On early December 2021, I posted my first video ever, addressed to the people in charge that have turned our lives upside down. If you have not seen this, please do so, as I feel it is important. In this video I explain why I got involved up to this extent. This video also is a reference for anyone that may question my views, opinions and future actions. You can find video 1 at the link below this post or video. My friends, as I have lived my life independently and freely, I am very resourceful and have plenty of solutions to suggest. But for them to have any effect, we need everyone on board. Numbers count. The more we are, the more we will be able to support and provide for each other. The more we will be heard. Let's prepare and get ready. Let's get organized. We do not have much time, so let's do this.